Motion from the wideout. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down and nothing doing there.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. This is a designed run. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
And the Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. But jet sweep pass. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
At the 35, he's open. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Sooners are rolling down the field. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Ball down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
From the gun, the running back has it. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Sooners! The old Larynx is going to get a workout today with all these Boomer Sooners cascading down here in Oklahoma.
I do love that about college football, the individual chances you get. And when you get going early, when you get going and get this crowd going in a game, and they can be a big part of it, man, it energizes the whole team. And you hear what in this stadium, Reese?
Boomer!
Sooner!
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the air, it's Shapen. Takes the easy one to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. He's going to throw deep right side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Here's the handoff. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He'll keep it himself. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits him right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Wide receiver comes in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it.
Let's go now, let's go.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Back to throw, it's Mateer. A little screen to the running back. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now the play fake. Throwing right. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They'll try the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill.
There he goes! They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Sooners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. From the gun. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Here he goes breaking the pocket. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you got to stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. He'll start this drive firing. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. The play-action fake. Steps away to find some room. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab, it's Thompson. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Looking to move the chains, Mississippi State lines up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Pressure coming. Stands in and takes the hit. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. There are few things that can impact the game more than the ability to hit the other team's quarterback, and that was a big play there.
And I love the team defense on this play. One, excellent job getting to the QB and forcing the errant pass. And how about the secondary on the back end, able to rally that football and pick it off?
Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Davis. He steps out of bounds at the 16, but now they have some room to operate.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards and then get your booty out of bounds.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be...
Lost one deep down the right side. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got enough for the first down. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And the Sooners will kick it away to crank up the second half. Coming out with it, it's Thompson. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by the defense on that play, sniffing out the screen pass. They had their eye on the ball. They were able to rally to the running back, gain of no yards.
The Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Looking to throw, it's Shapen. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. little space. Keeps it himself and gets the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Give the offensive line tons of credit on that running play. Just working really well as a unit right now. They're being physical. They're getting a lot of push. And you see guys working up into the second level, getting hats on hats at linebackers and DBs as they try to get involved. This O-line right now really showcasing their physicality.
To the air on first down. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. On the double. Scanning the field, it's Shapen. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
Wants to go up top. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Well, this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And this offense shows you why they are really hard to stop. The long, explosive run. You think everybody's thinking run, pile in the box, the play-action pass. They can beat you with the run. They can beat you with the pass. This is a tough offense to stop.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And this has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
Pocket breaking down. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
Well, that play never had a chance. On fourth down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
You blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some damage. And more importantly, I don't have to throw it way down the field. Just get the first down.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackled.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Back swinging for the goal line. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up 4th and goal.
4th and goal from the 5, and the offense is staying on the field. What a big moment here. Wideout trying to get it in. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, look for the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Sategna. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking to pass, it's Mateer. Quarterback adapting. And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rode him out of bounds and forced the loss. The Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here's the pressure. And the sack all the way back at the 5. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Under fire. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete.